open-minded and trying to really have as universal appeal as possible, because that's the thing I found, that I actually performed at the Apollo when I was at Princeton, and they had all these busloads of people come up there. And, you know, Apollo Theater, you know how that is. It actually, I think there was a lot more diversity in the audience than even usually it is because of that. And what was striking to me is everyone was there for the music, and also they were there to see me too. And it was really just really great from that to say, oh, okay, the music can affect a lot of people, and my music in particular can affect and impact and touch people.
Wow, that's amazing. You've done a lot.
I like it.
What type of student do you consider yourself to be while you was growing up?
Ooh. Me? I was the one who was the brainiac, sort of all the time, straight A student. That was it. It was no choice. In part because in my household, that's what was expected. And my dad went to St. John, so of course it's just like, yeah, here's what you're going to do. You're going to do all these various things. And both my parents are lawyers, and so I think with them it was like, okay, education's important, so here's where you need to put your emphasis. And so the type of student I was very driven, always focused on doing the best at everything I put my hands on. And I think those sorts of things have carried over into other areas like entertainment and music. And for me, yes, it's creativity, but it's also an industry and it's a business as well too. So having the focus and the drive, not just with trying to write that song that's just like a perfect song or a song that connects with people, but also trying to also understand, especially because it's so different with digital downloads as opposed to, I guess, CDs now, just trying to understand that aspect of it as well, too.
That's correct. Yes, you sound like a woman with a lot of wisdom.
Oh, thanks.
That's great.
Why, thank you. Wisdom is really, wow, that's a real word. I mean, that's serious. So I'll just say thank you and take it as a compliment.
Great, okay. So how does it feel to be speaking with the radio station where your father went to school?
You know, you're going to try to make me cry. Because, and not that you're trying, but my dad recently passed like a year and a half ago. And
sorry to hear
it was, yeah, so am I, because we love Daddy. And so even when having this interview with St. John's, it's just like instantly, all the time I think about Daddy. But even now, it in some ways, I have a picture of my parents on my computer as one of my screensavers. And so every day I say, hi, Daddy. And so now, today I said, hi, Daddy, but I said, Daddy, I'm going to be talking to the radio station at the school you went to. So it just really makes me feel, more than anything, really connected. You know, just that everything is okay. It's almost like he's still around, even though physically he's not here. So I'm excited to be talking to the university he went to. And I want to thank you, because it's making me even extra happier today, because I feel like I have another piece of Daddy around.
I understand. Well, we're really happy to have you here and to be able to speak with you ourselves.
Well, thanks.
So not a problem at all. So I have a couple more questions to ask you.
Oh, sure. What's up?
All right. It's actually amazing that you work with such big acts such as Beyonce, Katie Ford, Halle Berry, and of course Mary J. Blige. How did you become affiliated with these artists, and have they helped you grow as an artist yourself?
Well, you know, with them, and actually one of the major ways that I became affiliated was because of the campaign Girls Are Not For Sale, because all of these artists are working or affiliated also with the GEMS, which is the Girls Education and Mentoring Program, and Girls Are Not For Sale is their new campaign. And one thing with it is, no matter who the person is, you can always learn from them. And so looking at other artists that have excelled in their field and in their area and area of expertise or focus, it's just, whether you're interacting with anyone or whether you're just observing, you can learn so much if you're open to the fact that there's always more to learn. You know, you never get to a point. My feeling is you never should ever get to a point where you feel you know it all. So from that, growth as an artist, it's just you look, you watch, you see, you pick up different things here and there, and just you're talking about people who are excellent, incredible in their field, and so just looking at all of that is pretty impressive.
Yes, definitely.
And it's a lesson. It's like being in school.
All right, so that's information on the campaign titled "Girls Are Not for Sale."
Yes.
Okay, great. And this is "To Mother You" is the music video that you appeared in Mary J. Blige with, right?
Exactly. It's actually there was a video and also a public service announcement that they're doing as well too. And part of it was shot in New York, and part of it was shot in Los Angeles, and I was a part of the section that was shot out here in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And the campaign, what it's all about is really the most important thing. And what's so critical, because you think, I say girls are not for sale. I don't think anyone's for sale. It shouldn't be that way at all. And this particular campaign is really dealing with sex trafficking of girls in particular. And one thing that a lot of people don't know, well, think about you. When you were 12 or 13, what were the things you were having to think about? Going out, doing well in school, or having fun with your friends. But in the United States, basically between 12 to 14-year-olds, that's when a number of girls are first trafficked in the sex trade in the United States. That's when they're either approached and they really even get into it. And I think when I was 13, it didn't even imagine to me that that's something that could be occurring, and that's the reality and the existence for a number of girls. So this campaign is to help put an end to all of that and to help bring awareness to it so that people know girls are not for sale. Sex trafficking is real, and it's one of those issues that you think only occurs in other countries. You never think in the United States that's something that happens, but it's alive and well here. It is, and it's definitely something that needs some awareness brought to it.
I see. So that's the cause for the single,
yeah,
correct? It's for charity?
Exactly. That's
okay.
it. And Sinead O'Connor had written a song, "This Is to Mother You," and she wrote it a number of years ago, but with the campaign, it just really hits home really well with that song. It connects well with it.
All right, that sounds good. All right, now why don't you tell all of my listeners about your new single and your video titled "Everything Around You"?
Oh, okay. Well, it's called "Everything Around You," and the single is out. It's out now, and it was featured on Yahoo Entertainment's page, their major front page, alongside Madonna and Michael Jackson and I think Jordan Sparks, Gary Hilson, a few other people, Britney Spears. So I was really happy it was featured as one of the new music videos there, and it's been getting a lot of attention. So if you haven't seen the video, and it's airing on TV as well too, whether you have DirecTV or cable or Dish, it's out there. So try to look for it. You can also look online. Of course, YouTube, it's always going to be there. So you can, if you didn't get a chance to see it on TV, you can always go to YouTube and YouTube Kwanza Jones, and you'll find it that way. Or even just put in the name "Everything Around You," and the video will pop up as well there too. And the single is it's sort of about what I mentioned even earlier. It's what do you do when you're not happy? And in some instances, whether you're not happy in a relationship, whether you're not happy because you had an argument with your parents or with your friend or whatever it is that makes you not happy, maybe you don't get along with your boss. If everything around you is telling you you're not happy, what is it that you're going to do? How do you move on from there? And the video in particular, it's great. I think it's a beautiful video. And I actually, I co-directed the video, and so I had my hand in directing and production there. So definitely check it out. And
nice.
If you don't like it, still check it out. No, check it out and then just let me know either way. I think it's a beautiful video. It's really, really stunning. So YouTube, TV, you can check it out on all of those things, all those places.
Yes, y'all heard her, so go do that. How does it feel when you Google yourself and you see?
What was that?
How does it feel when you Google yourself?
Oh, when I Google it?
Yeah. I have a frog stuck in my throat. Don't mind me.
No problem. When I Google myself, I love, Google has become a verb, and it's great. When I Google myself, it's interesting because what I love is